Namaskar, hello, and welcome to another exciting and insightful episode of the Vanya Career Show. जहां हम आपके लिए लाए हैं inspiring career stories that not only inform but empower young minds. ये प्लेटफॉर्म उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए है जो अपनी स्ट्रेंथ्स को समझना चाहते हैं, नए कैरियर ऑप्शंस एक्सप्लोर करना चाहते हैं और एक मीनिंगफुल कैरियर बनाना चाहते हैं that is based on their passion. I'm your host, Sunita Rai, an educationist, certified career analyst and founder of Vanya Career Consultancy, जहां हम बिलीव करते हैं कि हर स्टूडेंट डिजर्व करता है एक पर्पस ड्रिवन path that aligns with the abilities and interests. In one of our earlier episodes, we explored the fascinating world of microbiology with Dr. Rajiv Kapoor, a wonderful career path for students who love biology but are looking for alternatives to traditional medicine. आज हम उस जर्नी को आगे ले जा रहे हैं और बात करने वाले हैं एक और इमर्जिंग और फ्यूचरिस्टिक कैरियर के बारे में, एंड दैट इज ऑप्टोमेट्री, a field that beautifully blends clinical skills, technology, and human touch. So, if you are a student who enjoys biology but doesn't want to go for MBBS, yeah, you couldn't secure a seat, this episode is tailor made for you. And we are thrilled to have with us someone who has made optometry not just a career but a mission. He is Mr. Khemraj Nackwal, currently Senior Manager Professional Services at Bausch Lomb. He's a graduate in optometry from AIMS Delhi, a fellow of the British Contact Lenses and of the International Association of Contact Lens Educators. He holds a postgraduate diploma in management studies. He's known for blending scientific precision with people centered vision care and is an educator at heart. Khemraj, welcome to the Vanya's Career Show. We are honored to have you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's a pleasure to be here. And I can't express my feeling right now. I'm really overwhelmed. I have goosebumps right now. A teacher who taught me in classroom, talking to her again to learn something new. Thank you so much for having me here, ma'am.
थैंक यू वंस अगेन खेमराज। और सबसे पहले हम आपकी पर्सनल जर्नी जानना चाहेंगे। व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड यू टू चूज ऑप्टोमेट्री? हाउ डिड दिस बिकम योर लाइफ्स पाथ?
Thank you, ma'am. I think optometry जो भी अभी कर रहा है, anybody who's opted for it is majority of them have landed here like serendipity. I would say, especially in my case, at our time, like any other else, I was also preparing for medical exam, engineering exams because I had bio and maths both. But I didn't want it. I know that MBBS is something which requires skills which I don't have. Maybe I can't sit for long, study too much, and I wanted to go for some allied courses or paramedical courses. उस टाइम पे बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का बहुत ही क्रेज था और वो मुझे एक्साइट भी करता था. Optometry was called ophthalmic technique. They also had speech and audiology. So I filled that form as well, and I was lucky to get a seat for optometry. That's how the journey began.
Your story is inspiring, especially for students who might feel unsure at first. It's a reminder that the right path often finds us when we keep exploring. What exactly does a senior manager professional services do in a healthcare company?
So in my current role, I work with Bausch Lomb. It's a company which is 170 plus year old company globally. In India, we have already completed 30 years. We are close to 30 years, I should say. We have various products for eye care. I work in a division which is called Vision Care, which works and deals with contact lenses which we put on eye to see things clearly. Sometimes contact lenses can also change color of your eyes. So contact lenses and lens care product is what the domain where I work. In India, we have less practitioners who are confident of fitting contact lens to patients. That's why we have a function called professional services. Our role is because this team is technically qualified team. So we go out in market and train practitioners on how to fit contact lenses on patient's eye, how to manage when you fitted contact lenses successfully, like they should remain healthy and comfortable on patient's eye. We train optometrists, opticians, ophthalmologists to how to fit contact lenses in right manner, and also how to manage troubleshooting. somebody who wanted a multifocal contact lens. How to fit multifocal sounds very technical. So this is what this particular domain of the organization works, and that's where I work. So we, in short, create more capable practitioner who can fit contact lenses comfortably and manage patients' expectations as per their lifestyle.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's fascinating to see how your work not only helps patients indirectly, but also strengthens the entire ecosystem of the eye care professional. Khemraj, there's often confusion. लोग सोचते हैं optometrist और ophthalmologist एक ही होते हैं. Could you help our viewers understand the difference between the two? It is optometry and ophthalmology, and how each plays a unique role in eye care.
That's a very common question, ma'am, and thank you for asking. I would say optometry and ophthalmology are two different profession. I would say, for example, optometry is a course you can opt for after 12th. आप 12th के बाद एक entrance exam देते हैं, and then you directly get your admission into optometry. Optometry is a professional course. It's a 4-year degree course, 3-year course, and 1-year internship. What optometry does, they are into diagnosing and managing eye care problems. They perform vision test and eye examination. They do eye procedures also, in India limited to non-surgical procedures. However, globally, optometry is there are in developed countries also do surgical procedures. They have therapeutic rights. They can prescribe medication. But we are talking about Indian students, so let me just refrain my discussion only to India. So in India, you can do eye care procedures which are non-surgical. That's what optometry is. So basic role, I would say, in short, it is primary eye care provider to patient. And I would say if anybody has any issue or problem in eyes, the first point of contact becomes your optometrist. Now let's talk about ophthalmology. Ophthalmology is a profession which if somebody wants to join, they first have to appear for NEET as per the today's guideline. They do complete their MBBS, and after MBBS, they will again sit for exam and then clear their MD exam. They will choose ophthalmology as a domain, and then do their residence, complete their ophthalmology, which is usually 2-year course, and then maybe they go for further specialization. So this is called ophthalmology. In India, ophthalmologists are the doctor, and then optometrists are the people who are doing rest all your basic of primary eye care. All surgical related treatment or medication related things goes to ophthalmologists. However, identifying your diagnosing your eye diseases and managing them, because not every eye issue require medication or surgical. Some of them can be managed by just by giving contact lenses or spectacles. There are patients who can't see because of some pathology in eye, and then there are special contact lenses with which they will see absolutely fine. So these are the things which comes in ophthalmology. And when I talk about ophthalmology, I would say in terms of role, they're specialists for advanced eye diseases, surgery, treatment beyond the scope of optometry. However, one important point which I want to mention is that every ophthalmology setup will need optometrists. In India, we are already part of healthcare, professionals, whether it is ophthalmologist or optometrist. India needs much, much more, and we are very less. We are like close to 40,000 optometrists currently. We need in lakhs. And same is the case for ophthalmologists. And that is why they collaborate very well. So, for example, if a patient has an issue, a surgery, cataract surgery is to be done. It will be done by ophthalmologist, but then all the calculation of which lens will go in the eye, which will help patients see clearly, all these procedures will be done by optometrist. In fact, after the surgery is done, the post surgery, the glasses and what are the right vision care devices, whether it is glasses or contact lenses, will be calculated by optometrist and prescribed by optometrist. So that's how optometry and ophthalmology collaborates and work in the interest of patient benefit.
That really clarifies things. Thank you. It's important for students and parents to understand that both professions are vital, yet very distinct in their approach and training. How beautifully both professions complement each other. And it's also very clear कि optometrists first line of defense होते हैं प्रिवेंशन और टाइमली डायग्नोसिस, क्या आपके पास कोई ऐसा रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल है जहां ऑप्टोमेट्री ने किसी पेशेंट की लाइफ ट्रूली बदल दी हो?
That's a very touching, heart touching question, ma'am. I know so many such cases. Sometimes it's related to my own relatives, my known people. However, because currently I don't practice. I manage patient through practitioners. I can still share a real life example, which was a memorable one. It was managed by a known optometrist, where there was a, I think, a boy, 7 8 year old. He was not performing well in school, and to a level that parents were worried. Because parents were worried, they were talking to the child regularly, and then the kid was also frustrated. His parents then took him to doctors, and somebody suggested that, why don't you get the eyes tested? And that's how they went to an optometrist. And then when optometrist looked at the eye and then performed the comprehensive eye examination, they discovered that both the eyes were not able to coordinate well. There's a technical term जिसे हम बोलते हैं convergence insufficiency. The simple way to explain that is, when we look with both eyes would work in coordination. So that coordination was not appropriate. So the optometrist identified it, and they did some vision therapy. But then, in short, the child started performing better at school. Scores got improved, and parents were very happy. The kid was very happy. So, very simple thing. Parents were thinking that, is there something else which is slowing down the progress in his performance in school? But it was all related to seeing comfortably and clearly in the class.
Oh, that's an emotional and eye-opening story, really touching the heart. It shows that vision care isn't just about eyesight, it's deeply tied to how we learn, grow, and experience the world. What a powerful example of the difference a timely eye exam can make. एक चीज और मैंने आपसे पूछनी है, वो ये है कि बायोलॉजी पसंद करने वाले स्टूडेंट्स, स्पेशली दोज नॉट गोइंग इनटू एमबीबीएस, ऑप्टोमेट्री क्यों एक स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरियर ऑप्शन हो सकता
I would say optometry is an extension of biology. I may not be wrong if I say that. And there's a reason behind it. Because अगर आप optometry opt करते हैं, तो आपके first year में आप biology, you go through, there are lectures on, sorry, eye anatomy, physiology, ocular anatomy, then ocular physiology. It's very fascinating. First year is actually fascinating. You read about microbiology, ocular microbiology. So biology is so much related with optometry. So if you like biology, you will definitely enjoy reading about all these things, and studying optometry, I would say. Also, within optometry, eyes are related to brain. In fact, it is said that eyes are the only visible part of brain. So when you go in anatomy, you will understand it, why they so what I'm trying to say is that eye is actually connected to brain, and which is all biology, which you will read when you get into, if you do optometry. So anybody who's interested in biology, I would say you will enjoy reading about the eye. It looks like very small, but then there's so much behind the eye, inside the eye, and the connection to eye. These people will definitely enjoy, is what I would say.
Is it necessary to have maths in class 12th if you want to study optometry?
Not required. It's not a mandatory subject. So if you don't have maths, you can sit for the exam and you can still opt for optometry. It's not a compulsory subject.
That really puts things into perspective. Optometry offers the best of both worlds. I can say a science driven career and a deeply personal impact on people's lives without the long, rigorous path of the traditional medicine. Such a refreshing and empowering option for today's students who want a career in science without maths. What are some of the essential skills and personal qualities that students should develop if they want to succeed in this field?
I believe that there are few skills which require for anything you study, any course you study. Specifically because optometry is a medical course. If you like medical terminology, if you like diagnostic technologies, then you will really enjoy it, because there's so much of all this into optometry. If somebody have attention to detail, I remember a class full of students, where a student is happy if he is able to solve that question or problem easily, but there will be a few students who want to know that why. So if there is somebody who has an eye for detail, who want to go into detail, I think that would be a plus for optometry, because it subtle changes or subtle symptoms we detect, or signs we just check, and that which may correlate with some disease in the eye. So if you have an eye for detail, it is a career for you, I would say. If you enjoy talking to people, I would say, because after doing optometry, you will interact with a lot of patients, seeing their eyes, helping them see better. So if you enjoy talking to people or helping people, you will definitely enjoy it. It's a career which is very rewarding in terms of service to the community. There are, a different branch of optometry where community ophthalmology, where you can definitely join and give your services to the community, and somebody who really like professionalism and ethics. So this is a career for you. Maybe if you have a business eye, an eye for business, if you have a business acumen, you are into business or you have some family business, so that business skill can also be utilized very well. After doing your optometry, you can have your own clinic and you can run that business successfully. So all these things, if somebody has, I would say you should at least give a try to reading about it, and then you will know more that it will be a very good career for you if you have all these skills.
That's such a holistic blend. You need the heart of a healer, the eye of a scientist, and sometimes even the mind of an entrepreneur. A great reminder that this career is as dynamic as it is meaningful. Can you recommend any top institutions in India or abroad for students who are serious about pursuing optometry?
It's a long list. I can't mention all of them here. However, what I would say, please do your research. There is a website called ASCO. ASCO is an association of schools and colleges of optometry in India. People can go to their website and then read more about that. What are the colleges which are available? I passed it from AIMS. We have courses. So let me just name one institute each region. North, we have AIMS. South, we have Shankar Netralaya, which is a school of optometry. West, we have Bharati Vidyapeeth School of Optometry. There are many, but then I'm just choosing one. And then East, we have Vidyasagar College of Optometry. Right now, I'm just taking four names. I'm sure you have a wide audience across the country. They can at least read about them. There are many colleges now, government and private, where they can apply.
Knowing these students can now explore optometry colleges and for it, and since it's a time that is coming for applications into all these colleges, 12th ki exams abhi just khatam hue, I think this insight would really help students to.
Yeah, I totally agree, ma'am, because we are having this discussion at a very right time. I can totally understand when our result came in, I was very confused. Should I apply for, my seat in DU, or I wait and prepare again and all those things? So I think this will help definitely some of them to decide.
Once a student graduates in optometry, what kinds of career paths open up for them?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. Thank you, ma'am, for asking this. As I said, that optometry is a very good blend. Suppose आप clinical practice चाहते हैं, और जो कि हमने देखा है कि lot of people wants to be in that setup जहाँ पे वो patients देख सकें, patients से interact कर सकें, patients की issues को help कर सके to remove their issues, to remove their problems. तो इन सब cases में clinical practice जिसे हम बोलते हैं कि you can, so अगर clinical आपका bend है तो आप clinical practice में good options in research and academia also. अगर आप, if you want to explore yourself as an educationist, you want to be a lecturer, you can definitely complete your graduation. After completing your graduation, you go for your masters, and then you can definitely apply for a tutor or a lecturer in any of the college of optometry. So research in academia is one thing. You can definitely go for corporate, like what I chose. Corporate, because all the companies who have eye related products, they also want a team who can help their sales team understand the product well. उन्हें प्रोडक्ट समझ, प्रोडक्ट की जाके मार्केट में बात नहीं कर पाएंगे या प्रोडक्ट की सेल नहीं. सो ऑल द कॉर्पोरेट्स विल डेफिनेटली नीड ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट, स्पेशली कॉर्पोरेट्स जिनके पास आई रिलेटेड प्रोडक्ट्स हैं. तो आप उन्हें ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं एज अ ट्रेनिंग मैनेजर और मे बी एप्लीकेशन स्पेशलिस्ट. काफी सारी कंपनीज जो कैटरेक्ट मशीन्स बनाती हैं या कैटरेक्ट के लेंसेज बनाती हैं, उनके पास दे रेडी प्रेफर ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट ज्वाइनिंग देम, क्योंकि ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट का आई रिलेटेड पार्ट बहुत स्ट्रांग होता है टेक्निक. So you can join them, and corporate is definitely a very good, very rewarding career. So somebody who's into, who like education and also like to talk to people or give presentations at various forums, they can definitely join corporate. Plus we have seen कई लोग ऐसे हैं जो community को बहुत services देना चाहते हैं. They want to give back to community. So we have like community ophthalmology. They can join them. They can join NGOs. So there are good NGOs blindness को दूर करने के लिए काम करती हैं. आप उन्हें join कर सकते हैं. So you join their mission, and if that is the bend, you want to be like connected with social cause. इस पे थोड़ा टाइम मैं लेना चाहूंगा मैम. मोर देन 100% का मतलब ये है कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपने कहीं किसी कॉलेज में एज अ लेक्चरर ज्वाइन किया है, सपोज आप फ्रीलांसिंग कॉन्टैक्ट लेंस स्पेशलिस्ट बन सकते, आप विजन थेरेपी यूजुअली द interest level of the students.
It's so exciting to see how flexible the field is. You can stay clinical, go global, enter corporate leadership, or even drive innovation in tech or vision science. It's truly a career that grows with you. Are there any exciting emerging fields student can explore within optometry?
There are many, ma'am. So there are, I would say, specialization or advanced optometry. We have something called pediatric optometry, where somebody will specialize in examining kids or ensuring their eyes are balanced and they grow in right manner. Then there are field of vision therapy, like the example which I shared, where we change student from a poor performance to a good performance. So vision therapy is another emerging field which is coming really in big way. Then there are contact lenses itself. There are specialty contact lenses which not everyone can fit. So you can master that and you can be the specialized contact lens specialist. There are field of neuro-optometry. So when it comes to subspecialization, optometry definitely give all these fields. For example, low vision. There are people who are not blind, but they're left with very less vision. So they see something, but that something is they are not able to do their routine jobs. So low vision is another field where the optometrist will identify, evaluate, and then prescribe a device where patient with that limited vision or that low vision can manage routine tasks very well. And a lot of time, unfortunately, kids also fall under low vision. So it's a another specialty which is required. So there are so many other subspecialization of optometry.
These specializations sound exciting and futuristic. A great reminder that this field is constantly evolving. How can students gain hands on exposure in optometry? Are there opportunities like internships or mentoring available, especially in India?
Very good question, ma'am. I would say the internship option is definitely there, but then it is there for people who join the course. So first 3 years you spend your time in mostly theory and then observationship, and then fourth year is your internship. Because I know that your audience is mostly the students who might be under 11th or 12th or 10th. So for them, if they want to feel or see what is optometry, I would suggest they can take help of their parents and then they can visit an eye hospital. They can visit an optometry clinic. They can visit an optical shop. Go for an eye examination. They will see that the person who's doing your eye examination, ask them who are they. And if they are optometrist, you can ask them more about it. So that way they can get in hands on, not hands on, but then they can get in a live experience that if they opt this career, this is what they will be doing, or this is the environment they have to work.
That's great advice. It's so important to step into the environment and observe the real work. It can turn curiosity into clarity. Looking ahead, how do you see the future of vision care evolving in the next 10 years? With rising screen time and digital exposure, are habits and demands shifting?
Very good question, ma'am. In fact, there's so much in optometry. The future is going to be very exciting, and all of us, will experience future by seeing it. Optometry manage your eyes. Optometrists will take care of your eyes. We are almost at the edge of a revolution, I would say, because digital time or digital usage have gone up so high. Like everybody, not only adults, the kids have started using digital devices, and all this stress and impact is going on eye. So there has to be someone who can take care of your eye. There are things like computer vision syndrome we used to read back in when we were in school. That has now become very prevalent because of digital usage. It is said that by 2050, every second child in India would be myopic. They won't be able to see distance things clearly. As all these things are emerging, the technology also emerging in managing these things. Just to give an example, I spoke about myopia. Now, there are technologies which can control your myopia progression. Just to explain in simple word, myopia is kid is not able to see distance things clearly. So the optometrist will prescribe a minus power glasses, and that will help person to see clearly. Now what happened? Parents come back to teachers or to the optometrist stating कि number बहुत तेज बढ़ रहा है. This progression can be controlled. Now that technology is called myopia control technology, and there are like you can do it with eyeglasses, contact lenses, or doing some lifestyle changes. For example, if a child, it is recommended children should play outside in sunlight at least for 2 hours every day. This will keep their number, stabilizing their number, or not grow that fast. So all these things are there when it comes to future emerging trends, and we will see more of it, I'm sure.
Okay, that's both eye opening and hopeful. Technology may be part of the problem, but it's also part of the solution. And the way vision care is adapting makes itself even more relevant field for the future. खेमराज, बहुत सारे बच्चों को बायोलॉजी पसंद है पर मेडिसिन नहीं करना चाहते हैं. What message would you like to share with such students?
आई वुड से मैम, बायोलॉजी सिर्फ मेडिसिन के लिए नहीं बनाया गया है. बायोलॉजी इज अ सब्जेक्ट, इट्स अ गेटवे टू मेनी मोर थिंग्स, and that is why you should, explore many other options. And like definitely we are talking about optometry today. Optometry has so much of biology that you would really enjoy studying the subjects and concept and applying them when you see patients or when you practice in your home. So that would be my message, that if you really like biology, optometry, you should give it a try.
You've made such a compelling case, and this is not a fallback career, but
Absolutely.
it's a field where you can truly change lives starting early in your professional journey. For parents watching, can you tell what are some signs to look out for in order to know that their child might thrive in a career like optometry and how they can support them?
I would say parents should talk to their kids, their children, that what is their mindset, where they want to see themselves in future. Parents can help them search the right information and then help them decide. Like we discussed so much about optometry, I would like parents to go on these websites and then look more about what is the job profile of an optometrist, what they do in which domain, because it is very much diverse, and then help them take a decision on their own. I would say help them take an informed decision. And I'm sure parents, when because we are talking about parents, and if we have parents who have already approached 40, they might be already using some glasses, so they know something about optometry already if they have gone for an eye examination or they have taken their kids for an eye examination. So I would suggest them to help their children take informed decision by helping them do the search appropriately.
Such a supportive message for parents. And now let's have a little fun before we wrap up. So let's have a few rapid fire questions. What's one myth about eye care that you often hear?
Okay, so because I'm from contact lenses, I say one common myth with many people have is that contact lenses are not good for eyes. So that's truly a myth. I myself wears contact lenses, and we have millions of people across the globe using contact lenses successfully. So that's a myth. Anybody can wear contact lenses. You just have to connect your optometrist; they will guide you.
Love that. So many of us are still unsure about contact lenses. And thank you for busting that myth. If you had to describe optometry in just 3 words, what would it be?
That's a good one. So I would say visionary, precise, and impactful, because we are all related to vision, and if your vision is correct, you can have like bigger vision for life. So visionary. We deal with all precise. What is the size of the eye, or what accurate prescription should be there in your glasses or in contact lenses, and that's why precision. And yes, the profession is impacting millions of life. Many optometrists out there are impacting millions of life. So that's why visionary, precise, and impactful.
What a powerful trio. I think that sums up everything we have learned today beautifully. One futuristic eye care invention you would love to see.
Yeah, sure. I think this is my child brain since when I came to optometry, that there should be an eye drop sort of thing. When you put it in eye, it should take shape of contact lens, and it should have power. Like if I'm wearing a -2 glasses, I put a drop, and then the drop takes shape of contact lens. I see everything clear, and at the end of the day, it should dissolve in the eye itself. So there is no hustle of putting lens and removing lens. So
Now
that's what.
that's next level thinking. The future of vision care sounds very exciting and hope one day you are able to achieve that.
Maybe, ma'am. Yes.
What do you prefer, contact lenses or glasses?
Contact lenses.
Of course, you said that earlier. So if eyes could talk, what would they say, Khemraj?
They'll say that I'm the window to the world. If the windows are closed, you can't see the world.
Poetic and true. Our eyes tell more than we realize. Most rewarding part of your job.
I think in this career we are impacting life. We are helping many people see clearly, which sounds small, but the impact is very big. So that's rewarding part.
What a beautiful mission. One daily habit for healthy eyes.
I would say please not avoid, limit your screen time and go for a walk. It's healthy for your body, yourself.
It's a great reminder for all of us, especially those glued to our screens. And with that, we come to the end of the rapid fire round. Khemraj, thank you for joining us and sharing such enriching insights. But before we go, koi final message, advice to our young viewers considering careers in biology, healthcare, or vision care?
I would say science is very fascinating, and science is very fascinating. And whatever you opt optometry or you opt any career in science, own it as if it's your own, and then definitely you will be very successful in whatever you choose. And definitely I want to wish them all the best.
Perfectly said. Khemraj, thank you so much for being with us today and offering such rich insights, not just into the world of optometry, but also into what it truly means to build a career that's both scientifically grounded and human centered. To our viewers, अगर आज का एपिसोड आपको इंस्पायर किया है तो look beyond MBBS. Do consider optometry. This is a career where science meets soul and you get to make a real difference early in your professional journey. If you're looking for personalized guidance, aptitude test, or subject career mapping, Vanya Career Consultancy is here for you. Visit our website, book a session, or connect with us on social media. You can also connect with Khemraj through his email, Instagram, or Meta. All the details will be given in the description below. And don't forget to check out our earlier episode with Dr. Rajiv Kapoor on microbiology, another fascinating alternative career for science students. Follow us for updates, videos, and more inspiring conversations like this one. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and build a future that reflects your strengths and passions. Thank you once again, Khemraj. Thanks to all our viewers too.
Thank you.